Hello everyone, this is Darius Young and welcome back to Modeling Sonic the Hedgehog in Blender. And in this part, I'm actually going to show you all how to do some animation today because I seldomly get to make tutorials because of my, because of school. So I figured you all wanted to know how to animate Sonic more than, rigging his face or anything. We will get to that, but first thing I want to do is just to have it off my conscience, is to show you all how to animate them. And cool thing is, I finally figured out how to get screencast keys back in Blender. So if you want to know how to do that, I can make a separate tutorial for that. Yeah, so let's get to it. So if you have all these rig layers turned on, just go to select a bone, and you'll be in the make sure you're in the stick figure tab here when a bone or rig selected, and deselect this layer. There we go. Now we should just have the bones that we're going to be animating with. So now let's get started. So I'm going to do a simple walk animation. I'm going to do this using a pose library. So set N and T here, and to go to your pose library, make sure you're in the stick figure tab, in your rig, and let's go to where it says pose library, and then click new, and then let's name this Sonic poses. Oops, that O should not be like that. Now let's make a standard pose that we want Sonic to be in, like when he starts walking. So select this hand bones, just rotate that, bring it down, rotate this one, bring this one down, let's scale some of his fingers down so that they're not so tense looking. Let's just scale that. There we go. And then if you don't want to do all that on this side again, you could just select all the finger bones like that, and then right here where it has like a clipboard and the arrow pointing up to it, click on that, and then click on this one with a blue arrow pointing away from it. That's so this is copying your pose here, and then this will paste it on the opposite side of the rig, and there we go. Okay, let's move his arms up just a bit more. Let's make him like in the process of stepping. So this hand is moving this way. Like that. So since this arm is back, that means that this leg should be back. So select that foot bone, move it back with the green arrow, and select this foot rotator here and hit R. Select the bone again. And select this foot bone and just move it forward. And then we can hit R twice on that, and we can like move it forward like this, so that it looks like he's putting one arm in front of it, his body as he's walking. Whoops. Then just do the same thing, so opposite. Okay. Smooth this elbow like that. Alright, now let's move these hips. So since he's putting all his weight on this foot right now, since it's stepping, let's rotate that like this. Let's rotate this like this. There we go. Or in fact, let's do this. Let's rotate this foot. Let's move it up. So it's not quite all the way there yet. There we go. Okay, so I like that. So what you want to do is hit A to deselect anything you have selected, and then A to select everything except for the root bone. So deselect the root bone by hitting B, the middle mouse button, and clicking and dragging. And then the plus under the X where it says, Sonic poses, the plus under that one, click it. And then it'll say add new, and then just click add new. And then we'll name this pose beginning walk pose dot. Since he's about to step on his left foot, we'll name this dot L. So now, if I hit, you might want to save this in case something goes wrong. If I hit Alt G, R, and S, and with my bones still selected, if I click on this magnifying glass, it'll go back to that pose. So that's really neat if you want to just get to that pose real quick. So now let's start animating. So he's in this pose. Every main pose that we make in this animation, we're going to add to the pose library. All the little tweaks and stuff we won't do, but we'll add the main, the big step poses to the pose library. So let's make this walk animation. Let's make it 32 frames. So we'll end it at 33. Let's zoom in here on the what's this timeline? We'll zoom in, and then what you also want to do is go here. Not go here, but okay. So basically, to make a new window, just 1 second. To make a new window, just click on this these 3 lines here on the corner of this, and then you can drag down a new window in here. So that's pretty handy. And you want to click on the cube right there next to view, and you want to go to dope sheet. Then next to the word key, where the word dope sheet is, click on that and change it to action editor. And there we go. So zoom in here on the 1 so that we can see each individual frame. There we go. And now we can start making keyframes and such. So turn where it says no sync here on the bottom of the timeline, click this red dot. And that is an auto keyframe button, so every time we move something, it'll add a keyframe to it. But since we already have Sonic in his pose, what we want to do is hit A to select everything, then hit I to insert a location, rotation, and scale keyframe. So just click that, and now all of that is now every bone here has a keyframe in it. So that's good. So now this is just start. So let me move this to maybe here. Frame 7 is good. And then what we're gonna do is have his foot kind of come back like this, and then rotate it down like so, and we'll move this foot up Well, turn that rotation down a bit. Rotation down on that foot rotator. Just move that up. We can move this back some more. And I actually want to make a change to this start pose right here. I just want to move this down. So select that and the hands so that it can move down with it. And just move that down. There we go. That's better. Okay, so now in our dope sheet here, I want to go back to the keyframe. So 7. That's good. So now, since he's stepping, I want to move that back up. Wait. There. Okay. So move that back up as he's taking a step. In fact, I want to turn that rotation off all the way. So just hit Alt R, 3, the number pad, and okay, so that's 7. So let's see this. Okay, we have to actually move this foot forward. So let's see now. Okay, that's good. Oh, you can, I don't think I mentioned this before, but you can change your, you would not change, but you can look through, you can scrub through your animation by just left clicking down here on the timeline and moving the blue line, front and back, and you can see your animation play out. So, okay. So now let's start working on the hands. So this hand is going to rotate this way. Just hit R twice and then hit G to grab, move that out. Let's move this forward, R. Let's bring that down some. Move it out a little bit more. And then this hand could actually be in the same position, so just copy it right here and then paste opposite here. Make sure that this hand bone was selected though, not this one. And just make slight adjustments here, moving this out, maybe moving it up a little bit. Okay. So here, and now we can copy. Oh wait, so let's add this pose right here to our pose library. So let's A select everything, B deselect the root bone. Let's click plus, add new, and let's name this mid walk pose dot L. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, so that's good. And now let's go here to this pose. Since we have all our bones selected, I just want to copy this, remove. So we started at 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's go up 6 frames. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then let's paste that pose, except paste it opposite, so that it looks like he took a step. So bam. So that's a step. Okay. Okay, so now let's take this. Yeah, let's let's name this pose. So let's click plus, add new. Let's name this beginning walk pose. Dot R. Okay, and then we'll go here to this pose, we'll copy it, we'll go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 frames here, and then we'll paste that pose opposite, and then we'll call this pose, we click plus first, add new, double click this, we'll name this mid walk pose .r. And that's good. Then we'll move up 6 frames again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll go back to our beginning walk pose.l and then click the little magnifying glass. And there we go. So, now, if we play through our animation, you can see we have some problems. Let's see if we can't fix these problems. So let's see. This pose right here, this foot's up. I want to copy this pose, and right here, paste it opposite. There we go. That's what the problem was. Okay, so let's go back here, and we can see that. Okay, that's good. Except this, I named that mid walk pose.r. So I want to get rid of this pose, and then click it, add it again, then we'll rename it, except this will be the proper pose. So mid walk pose.r. There we go. So now if we scrub through our animation here, bang, bang. Okay. So now let's change the end frame from 33 to 24. I know our last keyframe is there, but when we if I hit Control Tab to turn the rig from pose mode to object mode, and I select the rig here, and then move it to, if I just hit M for move and move the layer, move it to this layer here, and click OK, and I hit Alt A, it'll play. So okay, this is our walk animation. Except it's pretty, we could do some more tweaking to it so it looks, you know, not so mechanical. But this is a good start right here. Mainly, I see we need to do some work on the feet. So let's get back to it. So let's hit Alt A to stop the animation, and let's go back to the rig here. And Control Tab, switch back in pose mode, and so let's make some, you know, tweaks here. So let's go to frame 4. Yeah, that's a good frame. Frame 4. Frame 4, and then we can see. Let's deselect everything. We can see exactly what's going on. So let's move this. So frame 4. Okay. So I want this toe bone here to kind of, well, before I do that though, let's just select everything and make sure that all the bones have a keyframe on these layers. So just select all the bones and hit, except for, well, no, that's cool. Let's hit I, and then location rotation scale here, I, location rotation scale, I, location rotation, I, location rotation scale. There we go. So now all the bones are keyframed in this animation, which is exactly what we want. So now if I make a change to it, it'll happen on both fronts of the animation. So what I want to do, so let's hit Control 3 to go to this view so we can look at this toe. So you see it's kind of just like you know how when you take a step, like your foot kind of moves back because you're kind of pushing off of this foot. So I want to rotate this down some. Maybe I could bring it up even. Rotate it down some more. Bring it up. Just bring it up, rotate it. There we go. Then we can make this toe rotate a little bit too. So now it's like whoosh. Okay, maybe it shouldn't be so extreme. Let's rotate that a little bit, and let's rotate this toe slightly. It doesn't have to be so extreme, so let's see. Yeah, there we go. There we go. It's just a slight movement that made it that right there made the foot look less mechanical. Okay, so then let's copy this pose here on this keyframe. So let's copy it here, and then so he's taking a step, and he goes there. So then let's paste the opposite here. Let's paste opposite, and there we go. So, okay, now let's make some adjustments to this foot. It shouldn't, because this toe shouldn't start curling like that until we get to like midway through this. So what I want to do is hit Alt R on this bone here, and just want to move it down if I can. Okay, well we'll move this down, and I should be able to move it down. Just move that down, and there we go, and moved it down for us. So if we start playing the animation, so let's see. See, that looks wrong. Okay, we'll go to this keyframe here, select it with B, and then X, delete it. Because he's midway through a step here. So we want to make those adjustments here. Yeah. So let's see where that gets us. So if we, there we go. That looks better. So it comes like that. Okay, there. Yeah, we can. So we don't have to select the whole rig. We don't have to select the whole rig. Just select these two. Ah, if it'll let me. Come on, Blender. Oh my gosh. That can be frustrating sometimes. There we go. And then just copy this pose. So this is frame 6. So that means if we go to frame, what is this? Frame 19. Paste opposite, and there we go. So now the whole thing should look pretty smooth. Okay, so that looks like a decent feet. Alt A looks like a decent foot. Now the feet look nice. The feet look nice. I'm happy with the feet. Okay. If we added some like shape keys to his quills here to move up and down, we could animate those and that would look more natural. But since we didn't, so like, you know, just hang in there because we will do that. I just wanted to, because everyone's been asking me to make a walk out or, you know, an animation tutorial, and I never did one. So here's my first animation tutorial, and I hope you all like it. Let's just Alt A to clear that. Oh yeah. So since we have an action here in the action editor, this right next to like the magnifying glass, it says the words rig action. Let's left click on that, and let's name it Sonic. Oh my goodness, if I can spell Sonic Walk. And then hit enter, and then you want to click this F. Now what this does is when you reopen your file, you'll still have the animation in it, because sometimes Blender tends to discard your information if you close the file and open it again. So just click the F there, and now it knows to save it. It's not guessing whether to save it or not. And I see we need to add a keyframe in here. Okay, let me change the scale. There we go. Okay, that's nice. Now let's see what we can do with the hands. So let's see how they move. Yeah, okay. I think I see what we can do with them. So let's go to right here, frame 7, where he starts moving them. So let's make this hand, because this hand's coming forward, so let's like have it like move back slightly. If this hand is coming back, whoops, so like that, let's have it move forward slightly. Now we can select both of these. So let's see. Oh yeah, we have to do the same thing over here. So let's see. Yeah, because like it starts moving here. We want it to start moving back once we get to this position as well. So let's move it back, except move this back real slightly. And then let's move this forward real slight too. There we go. So then we can, there we go. And when we get here, or here rather, so let's go to this pose first for the hands. Let's select both hand bones. Let's copy this pose, and then let's go here, or okay, let's see. So yeah, let's go here and then paste opposite, and then let's go to this frame for the hands. Let's copy this pose, and then let's go here, and then we can paste opposite. So I think that looks pretty natural. Okay, so now that we have this kind of finished, I mean, we could like maybe have his head swivel a little bit. But the only thing that will make this more organic is if we had shape keys to move these quills and such. And we will. I just wanted to make this basic walk animation tutorial for you all, so that you all can get started animating yourselves. So like maybe his head is like, okay, so it's neutral here, so maybe his head, so this flips this way, maybe his head would maybe this way here. Let's rotate that slightly. There we go. So then, since his foot's there, maybe his head rotated this way. And then, same thing. Maybe his head is this way again. So let's see how that looks. Let's copy this head position here and paste it here, so that way it looks more natural when it switches. That's nice. So I like this walk animation, and so I'm going to save my work. And so that's it for this tutorial. So thank you all for watching, and in the next tutorial we'll get to making some shape keys in his quills and such, so that we can make this animation look a bit more natural. So I'll see you all in the next tutorial. Have a good day.